Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
You will often need to update the work performed on individual tasks within a project file. Often tasks with a long duration will need to have their completion progress measured and marked individually as the work is completed over time. When entering progress made on a selected task within a project file, you can either individually mark the percentage complete or the actual work values completed. One reason that you can do this is that some tasks can be front-loaded or back-loaded, meaning that the majority of the work is incurred at either the beginning or ending of the task's marked period of duration. In these cases, too, you may need to update the actual work progress made on the tasks, which may not correspond directly to the task's duration or percentage complete. For example, if your project file contained a front-loaded task with a duration of 5 days, and you may complete 60% of the work on day 1, with the next 4 days completing the additional 10% of the work required. In this case, you can individually mark the amount of actual work completed on the task as it occurs to accurately record the amount of work performed. Entering a percentage complete for this type of task may not accurately reflect the actual work performed and could possibly cause Microsoft Project to create scheduling errors when calculating the remainder of the task's duration. If you choose to update the percent complete of a selected task, Microsoft Project will set the actual start date of the task to match the scheduled start date, and will then calculate and update the other related task units, such as the actual task duration, the remaining task duration, and the associated costs based on the percentage value that you enter. For example, if you update the progress of a task with a 4-day duration to indicate that it is 25% complete, Microsoft Project will indicate that there has been 1 day of actual duration and 3 days of remaining duration. Alternately, you can enter the actual work values that are recorded for a selected task. This method allows you to enter the actual start date, finish date, work, and duration values for the task. When you update this type of information, Microsoft Project uses the following set of rules to calculate the other task values. Rule 1 is when you enter the actual start date of a task, Project moves the scheduled start date to match it. Rule 2 is when you enter the actual finish date of a task, Project moves the scheduled finish date to match it and also sets the task to 100% complete. Rule 3, when you enter the actual work completed on a task, Project calculates the work left to finish, if any. And Rule 4 is when you enter the actual duration of a task, Project calculates the duration remaining. If the actual duration matches the scheduled duration, the task is also marked as being 100% complete. In addition to this, if the actual duration is longer than the scheduled duration, Project moves the actual finish date to match the duration entered. Now, to update an individual task within a project file, first select the task whose progress you wish to update within your project file. Next, click the Mark on Track drop-down button that appears in the Schedule button group on the Task tab in the ribbon. From the drop-down menu that appears, select the Update Tasks command to open the Update Tasks dialog box. In this dialog box, you can enter the actual values that you wish to record. If you simply wish to enter the percent complete, you can enter that value into the percent complete field and then click the OK button to let Project calculate the other values. Otherwise, you can enter the actual work values that you want to record into the fields that are available. Now you can enter actual duration, remaining duration, actual start date, or actual finish dates as needed. You can then click the OK button to save the changes. Now, when updating the actual values, Project will then update the corresponding values for the task as needed based upon the rules that we just learned in this lesson.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.